Hi there, welcome to my YouTube channel. So, if you look at the way the banks are now headed, I have repeatedly mentioned that the banks are quite literally becoming, digital banks. So what I mean by digital banks is that banks which do not have any physical presence, but they have everything that is online. Now, not really literally the traditional banks are becoming digital banks, but what they're doing, they're offering digital services using the license that they have, or the license that they got from the governing body or the banking system in their respective countries, and they're using that to develop digital assets which they can offer to their customers. So that becomes a new business model for them, and they can offer that service to their clients, customers, and increase their revenues. So that's the model that they're more increasingly using now, because the traditional ways of banking pretty much has changed around the world. So while they do all of that, they are making investments. They're making investments in a certain direction. So we're going to talk about that particular direction in this particular video. So before we dive in, as usual, please like my videos, please subscribe to my channel, please smash that notification bell so that you know every time I upload a new video. Please comment on my video so that I know what exactly you're looking at, and I could develop my presentation or my talk on based on your requirement. And also please share my videos with people who you think would benefit from my research, my insights, and from my videos. So without further ado, please let's dive in. So as you know, I have an ebook. This particular ebook is on my journey as an entrepreneur. This ebook talks about the time back in 2010 when I left my six-figure globe-trotting corporate job, and I decided to start my own. The book is titled Six-Figure Corporate Job to Master Entrepreneur. So the book contains, the studies, the research that I did before I jumped into the world of entrepreneurship, the challenges I faced, and how I overcame those challenges. I've also put down 3 worksheets to help you gauge whether you stand a chance to becoming a successful entrepreneur. The book is so you could score yourself and see where you stand. And I have scored myself based on my mindset back in 2010. So you could see how much I scored and how successful I've been today with 2 companies, one in Singapore, one in India, and representations in the US market. The book is available to you for totally at no cost. It's free for you. You would get the book on my website. The URL is flashing on the screen. I'll put the URL in the description box below. Click on it, go to the page, put down your name and email address, and the link to download the book will be emailed to you. I hope you like the book. Please do give me your honest feedback. Now let's jump in. First, let's look at the blockchain and crypto companies where the banks have invested in, and which are those top banks which have invested in. If you look at the chart on the left hand side, you will get a sense. Barclays is the leader today. Barclays has 22 investments in blockchain and crypto companies. It has invested in Everledger, a startup that leverages blockchain and the Internet of Things to offer supply chain transparency. It has also invested in R3, a provider of enterprise technology services and developer of open source project CoreDAO. So these are the 2 big investments that it has done around blockchain, but it has overall 22 investments. Citibank comes next with 14 investments, Chain, Digital Asset, and Comgo. So those are the top ones. BNP Paribas has 9 investments like Metron, Trade9, and Token. And there are more, 8 investments each from JP Morgan Chase, which were Consens System, and Axoni, and Goldman Sachs has got Coinmatrix, Circle, and Veeam. So they are all investing in those tech, blockchain tech, crypto startups. Veeam is more into technology, but it does have an element of blockchain um, in its services. Now let's look at what are the focus areas. So crypto custody seems to be the main focus area. And let's try and understand why. So you see on the chart on the left hand side, 67% or 67 blockchain companies in, have been invested by the top 10 banks. So that's the number. So a deeper look into the investment trend shows that banks are actively investing in cryptocurrency, or sorry, crypto custody. So that's where the investments are going. Crypto custody solutions are third-party providers of storage and security services for digital assets. So that's where Veeam comes in. I just spoke about Veeam. Goldman Sachs has invested in Veeam. So their services are mainly aimed at institutional investors such as hedge funds who hold large amount of Bitcoin, Ether, and other cryptocurrencies. So that's the custody is critical because whoever has the custody of the Bitcoin, they pretty much own the money invested in that Bitcoin or any other cryptocurrency, and that's the lucrative that's a lucrative business model for banks. What are banks there for? To keep your money. So that's pretty much what they're doing. Booming interest in custody services comes on the back of rising demand from investors for exposure to the new asset class. On top of the custodial services, they're also offering security. So they're using those tech companies to provide security to those assets or cryptocurrency that they are holding in their banks, in their digital as part of digital assets. So that's a great business model. 23 of the top 10 banks by AUM are either building custodial services or investing in the companies that provide them. This is according to Block Data. So this is an interesting, scenario. So the banking business is evolving. It's moving out of the traditional banking networks of services into digital assets, holding your money that you invested in digital asset, provide that security to those digital assets, and hence it is becoming more technology driven. So bank is becoming more tech savvy. So that's the summary. The summary is bank is becoming more tech savvy. So they are putting in their monies into digital asset custodial business, because that's where the customers moving in, they're putting in the monies there, be it cryptocurrency or any blockchain platform, any other smart contract, all of that. So that's where it is headed. So I also did a video on where the funding is coming in fintech domain, where the funding is coming in. I will put a link to that video because that's pretty relevant to this particular topic under discussion. So I'll put the link to that video on the card above. Go take a look at it. So I hope this was useful to you. Thank you very much for listening to me. As you know, my name is Saurav Mukherjee. I'm a digital and technology marketing leader with over 20 years of global experience. I'll put down my LinkedIn URL in the description box below. Go click on it. Go take a look at my profile, so you would get to know, my entire career. If you like my career, if you want to connect with me, please send me an invite. I typically accept most invites as long as I find them legit. I also work with various companies to find solutions to their business, marketing, technological, and investment challenges. If you are looking to engaging me as your consultant in your company or startup, you could write to me on LinkedIn message, or you could write to me on the contact page of my website. The URL to the contact page of my website will be in the description box below. Then we can communicate, get into a conference call, and see how we can work together. So, well, finally, before I go again, my request to you, please like my videos, please subscribe to my channel, please smash the notification bell, please comment on my videos, and please share my videos. So until next time, please stay safe and stay healthy, and I shall see you soon in my next video. Bye bye.